Alright, today I'm out on Lake Chelan and I'm going to do an experiment. I'm just going to run droppers today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run two identical setups. Both of these setups are going to have a Paulina Peak Performer Light Dodger Silver Moon Jelly, and then I've got a little Moon Jelly pink and blue spinner behind there with fresh Gamakatsu drop shot hooks. They have the same leader length. Everything's the same on them. I'm going to run them at exactly the same depths. Same speed, same everything. But the big difference is on this one, I'm going to run a little max flashlight troll on the front of it. So this one's going to have more flash. And I'm going to run that about 2.5 feet up from the Dodger. Otherwise, it's all the same. So this is going to be asking the question, is more flash more better? And we're going to see how many fish we get out of 10 and bites on the two rods. So let's get these deployed and start catching some kokanee. There's one on the more flash. First fish of the day was on the more flash. I just refreshed my baits after trolling for about an hour. I hadn't marked anything in like an hour, and then all of a sudden I started marking some, so. See if we can get this one in the boat, but that's first bite to the Mo Flash rig. They're way down there today, like we're from 80 to 160 feet. I'm running 6 ounces, clipping in at 30, and then letting out another 150. And trolling at 1.1 to 1.2. So should be dropping into that 90 to 100 foot zone. It's definitely more drag on the Mo Flash rig. Those flashlight trolls aren't as bad as typical lake trolls in terms of their drag, but it still is adding drag. I can still feel the added drag. Should be getting close to my weight. There it is. Don't know if I still have my fish on there or not. I can feel them. See those blades turning? There we go. That's a nice sized kokanee too. Sweet. First one in the boat for the day on the Mo Flash rig. Really healthy looking kokanee. There you go. Let's circle back on that area where I was marking a lot more fish. Oop. There's one on the just normal Dodger. Definitely a lot less drag on the one without the Mo Flash rig. Just a little guy. Get him. Oh, there's one on the Mo Flash rig. Alright, let's get this taken care of. In the man. Still there? Can't tell if he's still there or not. Might as well check it. Oh, what are you doing going underneath that net? There you go. Well, that's 2 for 2 on the Mo Flash. rig. It's also caught 2 bigger fish too, so I'll kind of keep track of that. There we go. That's 3 in the boat. The Mo flash rig is keeping his lead. Oh, is there a fish there? Yep, there it is. Another one on the Mo flash. So that's 3 bites on the Mo flash rig versus 1 on the less flash. There's the smaller kokanee next year's fish. There we go. That's 3 fish in the boat for the Mo flash. I don't think I'd want to run a normal lake troll, like a metal blade lake troll, in front of a Dodger. They just put out too much drag. You can't feel anything. These flashlight trolls are not too bad. They add a little bit of drag, but not crazy. There's like kokanee from like 40 down to 160. Just scattered. There he is finally. That one on the less flash little rig. Come on, buddy. There we go. Alright, it's 2 to 3. 2 to 3. It's a decent sized fish too. This year's fish. Okay, buddy. Well, you guys are getting yourself sewed up good, which is great. I'm not losing them. 3 bites, 3 fish for the Mo flash. 2 bites, 2 fish for the less flash. Oh. Yep, there's a fish on the Mo flash rig. Got him on that turn. I can feel him fighting. There we go. That's another one in the boat. That's 4 to 2 now. Mixture of this year's fish and next year's fish. Go and deploy this one first, since it was the first to come out of the water on that last fish. Nice thing about running these droppers, fast to get them up and get them down. Oop, there's another one on the Mo flash rig. You know, one of the great disadvantages I've always thought about when I'm kayak fishing is that, as opposed to being in a power boat with a bunch of other people, is that I can only have, 2 Dodgers down there at any one time. And I've always really strongly believed that there's sort of this synergistic effect of having multiple Dodgers attracting fish from further distance and increasing your overall catch ratio by having lots of flash down there. And so that's why I wanted to do this experiment today, was to really sort of look at is there ways to artificially inflate the attraction level of just 2 Dodger setups without having to run big heavy lake trolls in front of them, or without having to add a bunch of extra drag to your whole setup. And so far it's looking pretty good. This is number 5 versus 2. We just went through a big school there. I think I might have picked up one on the other rod too, but it just seems like the more flash rod is getting a little more attention. Nice sized kokanee. This is the size I wish I was getting all day. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got him. That thing's fatty. That's a fatty. That's the best fish of the day. For sure. Definitely seem to be getting more on the Mo Flash rig and a slightly better average size. That's a great size fish. Yep, looks like it just got bit right there. Must be really small. Or just really lazy. There we go. Lassoed him. Alright. So that's 5 for 5 on the Mo Flash rig and 3 for 3 on the Less Flash rig. One thing's sure about Chelan is, man, I'm not marking, I'm not catching. It's like you see schools, you go through schools, you catch fish. Some lakes I go to, it's like, even when I'm fishing deep, stuff will come off a blank screen and I'll still pull random fish out as I'm pulling in from a distance. You think we'd be able to do that here because it's so clear, but it's like you gotta go right through them. You gotta plow right through them. There's a fish. Oh, I got a double. That's why they both hooked up almost at the same time. This is a little guy. Next year's fish. Alright. That's fish number 4 for the not so flashy rig. And I've got fish number 6 on for the flashy rig. Alright, let's see if we can get this one in. There we go. A double the end of the day. Nice. So the score ended up being 6 to 4, which isn't that big of a difference. So does adding more flash make a huge difference? I can't say for certain. With 6 to 4, I wouldn't say that's quite like a very certain outcome. But it certainly didn't hurt. And I'm going to keep experimenting with this technique of adding a little flashlight troll in front. But yeah, it's kind of nice because it doesn't add a lot of drag and can draw fish in from further. I'll say for sure today the flashlight troll caught on average bigger fish, and I don't know why that would be. Maybe more flash might be something that gets bigger, larger fish more excited. Or that just could have been by chance. The one thing that was great today is I didn't lose a single fish. I think that just goes to show that I really do have that confidence in droppers in terms of their success rate. And then these, of course, fresh Gamakatsu hooks are going to help put more fish in the boat. Alright, I'll put links to all the gear I used today, including these flashlight trolls, in the description. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments section and I'll get back to you. And just remember, fish smarter, not harder. Bye, guys.